Well, hello from Knox County, Illinois. Welcome to my video blog. I am Grant Strom with Innovations in the Field. For those of you that maybe don't recognize me from my picture, I decided the facial hair and the long hair was a wintertime thing that needed to go, and I've returned to my spring and more normal look here. So I apologize to anybody that maybe doesn't recognize me from this video. I'd like to first update everyone on kind of the weather conditions here in Knox County, west central Illinois, between Peoria and Galesburg. When I last wrote a blog for the website, we had just received 6 inches of snow and it was extremely cold. We had a really tough February and first week or so of March. Since then, the weather has moderated quite a bit. We've warmed up, actually been pretty above warmer than seasonal temperatures would tend to indicate for this time of year. Ground has dried out well. We applied all of our anhydrous that we were planning on doing pre-plant here over the past 10 days or so. Started that job around April 1st. Got rained out for about 3 days and finished up here 2 days ago actually. So feel pretty good about what we have on for pre-plant nitrogen now in terms of anhydrous ammonia. I know from one of my earlier blog posts that was a concern of mine getting that done. We have not started planting yet. Today is April 15th, tax day for most Americans. We've been pretty vigorously working on planters, getting sprayers ready, and that sort of thing. We're hoping to start the sprayer into the field tomorrow. We were going to start today, had a few technical difficulties with the sprayer today, but the sprayer will be running tomorrow, hopefully if everything works out all right. Corn planter's ready to go. Probably go to the field and test it a little bit tomorrow to make sure everything's going to work. Maybe plant a few acres just to make sure everything's working okay. Ground conditions are pretty decent. We really are on the dry side here in the northern half of Illinois. I know some of our viewers maybe down in the mid-south. I know some of our peers in Arkansas have been really wet. We've been actually on the other side. I would say we're definitely on the dry side for what we ideally like to see. We've totaled close to 1 inch of rain in the last 10 days, and it come in about 4 different rains. Tiles are not running very hard. The cricks for the cattle are a little bit on the dry side for what we ideally like to see this time of year. The grass has finally greened up here this last week, so we think we're heading in that right direction. As far as mass planting in terms of corn, probably looking more to next week. The 7 to 10 day forecast for us calls for some 60-degree highs and possibly upper 30s at night next week. I am not a big fan of having corn in the ground in that 30-some degree night temperature range. So we'll probably plant a little bit by the weekend. There's been no planters in the field yet in our area, but I would not be surprised if there's a few guys that went out today after we did get a little bit of rain on Monday and it's dried out now. I wouldn't be surprised. Even on my drive home, I see some fields are possibly planted today. Definitely by the weekend. We were 70 degrees today, so pretty warm. But I think it's really going to be another week before we feel the soil conditions are going to be exactly right. Hopefully we get there. And I'm sure next time for our blog post coming in May, hopefully we'll have all the corn and most of the soybeans behind us, as we will start planting soybeans hopefully next week as well. So that's kind of a weather and crop update from Knox County, Illinois. I'll be doing another video here and talk a little bit about some more tests we're going to be doing this spring.